Okay, guys, welcome back to the booth 2K. As always, we saved you a seat. I'm still feeling really happy and excited about that Cowboys Vikings game. Took care of business, and it seems like in just a short period of time, we've gone from being the biggest pussy cats in the league to the big dogs of the yard. Now, how did we get there? How did we do it? How did we win this game? Lots of different things. Defense, number one. They held Justin Jefferson to 21 yards receiving. That's incredible. It's amazing. We've come such a long way in a short period of time. Kirk Cousins under 200 yards passing. We got them off the field on third down all the time. I mean, this defense has progressed. They're progressing. They're getting better and better every week. We know what the offense could do, but this defense, oh my God. You know, you talk about Trayvon Diggs. He didn't have the interception this week, but he shut them down. Micah Parsons, unstoppable. He almost had a pick himself. It was so close. He was all over the field. They took the green dot off his helmet this week, and he wasn't really calling the plays. They kind of allowed him just to go out and cause havoc, which he did. He destroyed. He blew up so many of their plays, and not to mention Randy Gregory, 94. I felt like I was looking at Charles Haley out there. This guy was, he had some bad calls against him too. Unsportsmanlike conducts, just a lot of nonsense. It seems like they focus on him all the time. Holding Minnesota to field goals was a huge deal. Rush had a couple of turnovers, what do you expect his first NFL start? But Dallas, they allowed the touchdown on the opening drive, which I missed because I was outside giving out Halloween candy. When I came back in, it was already 7-0, and I felt like it was going to be that way all night. But they showed me wrong, so that's always great to be wrong when it's something like that. But they held them to field goals. Like I said, they got them off the field on third down. It was just a great team defensive effort, and they are coming together. They are flying all over the place. They're going to the ball carrier. It's starting to be as exciting to see our defense on the field as it is our offense. And we couldn't have said that a season ago. We didn't say that at the beginning of the season. We just wanted them to be somewhat better, and they're exceeding all our expectations. You know, none of us were sure what Cooper Rush was going to do, but he came through. I didn't have a lot of hope, honestly. You know, the guy's, he had one or two passes in 2017. And that was it. But he kept his composure. He played well. Amari Cooper stepped up. You know, I know all the talk's always CeeDee Lamb, but I'm still with Team Cooper, man. This guy is just incredible. Great route runner. He's a warrior. He plays through pain, injury. He makes the catches when you need it. You got that circus catch he made out there that bounced off the Vikings' chest, and he was able to juggle that thing and catch it. That was incredible. That was unbelievable. And of course, the touchdown at the end, that was amazing. But we can't forget Zeke, the Beast Elliott. Oh my God, that 11 yards he picked up. It looked like he was going to be short several times. I think he went through 4 or 5 Minnesota defenders to get there. That could easily be the play of the game. But we can go back and talk about plenty of plays that can earn that honor of being play of the game. But that was a huge one. Tony Pollard. Neither one of our backs had big numbers, rushing days numbers-wise, but they both fought hard. They were getting those first downs. They were getting those extra yards. It was just a great effort. And we can't forget number one himself, Cedric Wilson. He had a 75-yard touchdown reception. The guy always looks like he's running so slow, but it must be long strides because this isn't the first time we've seen him do something like this. He finds the end zone. And not only that, he threw one hell of a pass to CeeDee Lamb on that trick play in the fourth quarter. Boy, we needed that too. They showed it in slow motion. Perfect spiral. I know the guy played in high school and college. He played quarterback there too, and it showed up. I think he was probably our third string quarterback that night too, in case something happened to our first two guys. But props to Cedric Wilson. Cedric the Entertainer. Now, as far as negative stuff goes, I got to bring up special teams. We had another missed field goal. Zerline missed another one. He made one, which was important, but he had He had a short miss for him, for his standards. And we had that big offsides on the when the Vikings were punting in the fourth quarter. We had that big offsides that actually led them to continue their drive and get that field goal to tie things up or take the lead, actually. So there's still things to get cleaned up there, but they have looked better. I haven't been calling out Bones' fossil name at all the last couple of weeks, so they're playing better, but that stuff just needs to get cleaned up. You know, speaking of that offsides on that punt, Cowboys cut Bradley and I today. This is a new regime. Things are different. That's why I really think this has become the big dogs of the yard. They're the big dogs of the NFL. They're holding players accountable. La'el Collins, he didn't just get his job back. They made him sit. I think he played one down, I believe. Now, this coaching staff definitely gets an A+. They're getting better and better each week too. You know, I've given them so much hell, so much crap. I've been dogging them out for the last season and a half, I guess you could say. But it looks like Jerry Jones was right about hiring McCarthy because they're doing a good job. You know, things are it's just different. Everybody keeps saying that. I don't know what else to say. Different. Different's not always good, but in this case it is. It's really, really good. So big props to the offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore, Dan Quinn on defense, of course Mike McCarthy, just all around. Everybody's doing their part. This Sunday we got the Broncos coming up, and they've traded their best defensive player, Von Miller, to the Rams, which is going to make them more dangerous, but I don't even think they're going to have a draft pick next season. But I'm glad he's not there because I don't want to have to worry about him. You know, there's been a lot of talk about sitting Dak another week. But, I just remember that Thanksgiving game where Jason Garrett won. He beat Brett Favre and the Packers. He did great, but there was no tape on him. The next week we didn't win. We still went on to have a great season, but, there's now tape on Cooper Rush. And we need Dak back. And if he can go, let's go, I don't want the injury to get worse, but if he's ready to play, let's bring our leader back. We need Dak back in this game. Now, unfortunately, we did have some injuries. Jabril Cox, our linebacker, that pretty much sent Jalen Smith on his way, which he got cut today by the Packers. Cox is out for the season-ending injury. Tyron Smith, day-to-day. Hopefully he'll be okay. He's another guy. If we got to give him a week off, let's do it. Give him a couple of weeks off. We can bring La'el Collins back in and take his place in the meantime. We got those kind of quality backups behind him that we can afford to do things like that. It's been a long time since we've done that. We've always been so top heavy in our roster. But now we have good quality guys like back in the 90s. You remember those teams, We're always going to refer back to that. But the positive, Michael Gallup and DeMarcus Lawrence should be back any day now. So we're just going to keep getting better and better and better. So I'm really looking forward to Sunday's game against the Broncos or the Donkeys or whatever they're called. But one thing, hang on. Okay, guys, for the Booth 2K, we're out of here. The Cowboys are the big dogs of the NFL, baby.